Mike Bond joined now by Paddy Pimblett, who returns to action UFC 304 in Manchester, taking on King Green. His name is now. Are we acknowledging him as King Green? Are you going to call him that, Paddy?
His name's Bobby, lad. He was born Bobby. He was christened Bobby, and his mum and dad call him Bobby. His name's Bobby.
What do you make of him actually changing his name? I know you did the post saying you're the Kingslayer now, but I think
lad, the fact he's changed his name at nearly 40 years of age shows that CTE is real.
Yeah, it's an interesting move by him. It'll be interesting to see how Bruce Buffer intros him on the night. But nevertheless, man, you are Paddy the Baddie, but you're also Daddy the Baddie now, right? How's life been since the twins have come, man?
It's eventful, like, you know what I mean? It really is. It's crazy, to be honest. The fact that I've got two little humans that I've now got to look after and I've got to care for and fend for. It's madness.
Yeah. Does it change? Does it make getting up and going to the gym and getting through those hard workouts a little bit easier each day?
I really don't know, lad. I haven't got a clue. I just get through them anyway. But a couple of people have said to me that they've noticed a change in me, like my coaches and Molly and my wife and stuff. But my family, like, I feel the same at the minute.
Yeah, I actually talked to Molly a couple hours ago and she said exactly that. She's like, I think Paddy, maybe just has a little more sensitivity to the women in his life. Not that you treated them like poorly before or anything like that, but she's just noticed it's a little different.
No, I'll be honest, I have. Yeah, I've got a newfound respect for women after seeing me wife get a C-section and how she looks after our kids. You know what I mean? Like, a woman's maternal instinct it's crazy. You know what I mean? How good they are at it. Like, she leaves me with the kids sometimes for 10 minutes and they're both screaming and I'm like, what the fuck am I meant to do here? You know what I mean? And she just looks after them all day, every day on her own, gets up every night and feeds them and stuff like that, you know what I mean? While I stay fast asleep. Yeah. So she's like Superwoman.
Yeah, incredible credit to her. Another thing Molly said when I spoke to her is she was very open about what she's been going through in the past few months with, calling off her engagement and losing a family member. And she said you have just been so supportive to her. And I know she's a good friend of yours. That's just what you do. You probably don't think twice. But can you kind of talk a little bit about being there for her through this tough time?
No, yeah, of course. It goes without saying. Like, as I said several times before, she's like my big sister. So if she ever needs anyone to talk to or she needs anything like that, I'm always there for her. That's just that. I just look at that as being a good little brother. You know what I mean? Like, and as anything she ever needs, I'll be there for her. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. For sure, man. Credit to you. That's awesome stuff. Let's get this one out of the way because I know you've been asked since the card was made. Probably will be asked for the next 2 weeks. You got the two kids though. Like, how's the sleep schedule going? How are you adjusting? How are you getting ready to fight at like 4:30 in the morning on the 27th?
I haven't changed absolutely jack shit just yet. You know what I mean? Like, it's quite annoying that it's at 4:30 in the morning here because it's an advantage for all the fighters coming over. Mm-hmm. Like, Bobby has got an advantage over me because he's used to being at that time zone where I'm not. So it's quite annoying and it shouldn't be happening. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like we don't stay up every week till 5, 6 a.m. watching cards or in America and on the other side of the world. But Americans can't sit in the afternoon and watch it. You know what I mean? Because like 9 o'clock here is 1 o'clock in like LA and stuff, 1 in the afternoon. I don't understand why it can't happen like that. It's not as if you just have to stay up all night like we do. But we get the shitty end of the stick as usual.
Yeah, it seems like is what it is at this point. But you said that's going to be Bobby's advantage. I assume you think that's his only advantage going into this fight?
Yeah, most definitely. That's all he's got. And the fact he calls himself King.
Yeah, you did that submission dare the other day that kind of everyone was talking about. Any reaction from him on that side? Do you think he's going to accept that?
No, of course not. Like one of my friends showed me a story he put up yesterday. He makes me laugh, to be honest. He is quite funny. He just put stories up, talking into his phone, and he put a story up saying like, "Oh, if you want to grapple with me, just sit down, Pad, and scoot towards me, and I'll sit in your guard." You know what I mean? But I just said that because, again, he put an Insta story up a couple of weeks ago where I said, I think I'll submit him. He put an Insta story up saying, anyone can get knocked out with a lucky punch. You might knock me out, but you won't submit me. I haven't been submitted in so long. So I just said that. I was like, you said I can't submit you. Grapple with me then, lad. Know what I mean? I'm not saying I won't strike with him, because I will. I'm going to come out. I'm going to try and take his head off his fucking shoulders. But if he's saying that I can't submit him and I can't, and he can grapple with me, come and do it then. Know what I mean? He put a picture up of his brown belt yesterday on his story. Know what I mean? It's like, fucking hell, lad, I got my brown belt when I was 21.
It's hilarious that he makes that kind of comment, and then you make the challenge, and then the fans get on you, right? Being like, you're afraid to strike with them.
Exactly, it's crazy, lad. I can't say anything, no, lad. Anything I say gets spun and gets made to sound like I've said something else, or people just jump on the hate bandwagon. It's cool to hate Paddy the Baddy at the minute. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you think Bobby is the same guy? Like that stoppage against Jalen Turner was pretty scary. He took a lot of damage there, but he bounced back. He looked good against Jim Miller. But did you see the same guy there, or do you think that maybe Jalen took something?
You're right. That fight with Jalen, I was sitting in this room watching it with me mate Blaze, and we were both like, "Stop the fight! Stop the fight!" But and like, as much as he talked shit about me that fight week. And I can remember turning to Blaze and saying, lad, even though he spoke shit about me, that's fucking disgusting. How was that ref allowed that to go on like that? But I think I do think it's still affecting him, because he got clipped with a few shots against Jim Miller, who's not a big puncher. And in the first round, he looked a little bit, know what I mean? It looked like Jim hurt him a little bit. I thought Jim Miller won the first round against Bobby. So I think he's a little bit chinny now. Not even just the Jalen Turner one. He got knocked out clean by Drew Dober as well a couple of months before that. So he's been knocked out a few times. But as I say, that Jalen Turner one, your chin's never the same after something like that.
Yeah, that was a scary one for sure. It hasn't seemed to hinder his confidence at all. Like, he's saying he's going to beat you, then he's going to fight Dan Hooker in Australia 21 days later.
I saw that, lad. I saw that. So hopefully I snap his arm and he can't fight for 6 months.
Yeah, is that a sign to you? Maybe he's overlooking you, disrespect? How do you take that? Yeah,
of course. He's an arrogant cunt. Know what I mean? He's very arrogant. He's stuck up his own ass. He thinks he's better than he is. That's the way I look at it.
So your perfect way of beating him, how long do you think this takes?
Hopefully I come straight out in it and with a fucking overhand right or a left hook or an egg kick and knock him out in 10 seconds. Know what I mean? And I'm fresh. But I'm prepared for a 3-round fight, because I know that Bobby's got good cardio. I won't be doing what I did in the Tony fight and coming out and blowing me load in the first round trying to finish him. I'll save me energy a little bit, but obviously if the finish is there, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, how much did that fight with Tony, you think, help you improve as a fighter? I mean, you can say whatever you want about where he's at this point in his career. He's still Tony Ferguson, has accomplished what he has, and when he gets in there, he knows what he's doing. So to get that 15 minutes of experience, what did that do for your growth?
Yeah, it was nice. As I said after the fight, it was nice to actually get a 15 minutes in there and know, even when I'm tired, that I can take someone down who's one of the best jiu-jitsu practitioners in my division, 10 planet black belt, and I can just sit on top of him and control him and throw strikes. And he didn't even get close to getting a sub on me at all. So I don't think Bobby can dream of getting a sub on me if Tony Ferguson can't.
Yeah. Do you, I know you had said going into that fight with Tony, like, you didn't want to be the one to retire him. He's fighting the week after you in Abu Dhabi against Michael Chiesa. How do you think that goes? Do you think he can close this out on a win? Yeah.
I hope he wins, lad. I really hope he wins. As I said before that fight, I don't want to see Tony Ferguson on a 7-fight losing streak, but he wasn't not being on a losing streak at my expense. Yeah. So obviously I hope he beats Michael Chiesa. I really do.
Yeah. Are we sticking with the braids for this fight?
Yeah. That's why my hair's so long at the minute, lad. I normally get a cut, you know what I mean? I've had to be putting a little top knot in my head when I train so I can see.
What about the shorts? Have you got any reception? Are we going to get the orange shorts on fight night?
We'll see in a week or so when I turn up at the Fighter Hotel, and we'll see if there's a pair of orange shorts there for me. You never know. But people don't, you never find out till fight week anyway, do you? Anyone that gets some custom shorts, you don't find out till fight week. So we'll see when I turn up at the hotel.
Yeah, I hope they do it for you, man. I mean, I imagine that just crystallizes the dream for you, right? To fight in this arena on a card like this, you probably want the shorts, the full walkout, and just it's probably what you've envisioned.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly what I've envisioned. Know what I mean? I've envisioned it coming out. My crowd goes, lights go black, crowd's going bananas. My song comes on. everyone's singing, going mad, and I've just got my orange shorts on, just like back in the day when I'd come out of Cage Warriors with the orange shorts on and take over the arena.
Yeah, and just a couple last things, Paddy, because I know you gotta get out of here. With a win here, I know like this, it would be back to back over Tony and Bobby, who have some of the most experience in this entire division of anyone. What does that do for you? What does that set up you for the second half of the year?
Obviously, if I fight again this year, then I'm gonna want to fight someone else. I want to get in the rankings, and I want to fight someone higher up in the rankings. And me and Moicano have had a little back and forth, so I'd love to fight Moicano. I think it'd be absolutely hilarious if I'd done a season of The Ultimate Fighter with him. I think that'd be one of the best seasons they've ever done. But we'll see what happens, know what I mean? This is the last fight on my contract, so we'll be getting back to the renegotiation table after this, so let's see what happens.
Interesting. Okay, well, I have to ask you a couple of things on that. Did they make an offer like leading up to this, and you decided to fight it out?
Oh no, I haven't got a clue. Know what I mean? It's my manager sorts all that. I'll leave all that to him. I don't think so.
But you expect your future to be in the UFC?
Oh yeah, of course. Know what I mean? It goes without saying. I wouldn't want to go to a different organisation, lad. The UFC is the cream of the crop. It's the main, like, when you say to people I do MMA, most of them go, "What's that?" Know what I mean? Say, "Oh, UFC." People don't even know what MMA is, lads. But they know what UFC is. You never know, though. Some of these stupid YouTubers who are boxing could end up offering me millions to fight one of them. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah. You've had your moment with Logan Paul, so who knows? Maybe this is the time. Man, just last thing on Moicano. Will you go to Paris in September and watch him in BSD, and maybe we set that up that way?
Yeah, that's a good shout, to be honest. It's just whether I'm busy with other things, know what I mean? I could have some things that I'm filming and stuff like that. So, and I could be in a different country. I don't know just yet. But what date in September is that?
September 28th.
28th, the end of September. Maybe, I don't know. As I say, I could be in a different country filming something, so we'll see.
Yeah, and I'm sure you want to spend some time with the kids, because I'm sure
that's it, exactly. I've already said this, lad. Next year, the babies were born in April. Know what I mean? 17th of April. So next year, I'm gonna want to fight in like end of March, early April, and then I'm taking the time off to spend with my babies, and I'll probably take the summer off to spend with my kids. Know what I mean? Because they'll be one then, and they'll have little personalities. They'll have little things that I can share memories with them.
For sure, man. That's what it's all about. But this is going to be a huge memory coming up on July 27th, UFC 304. Thank you so much for the time, Paddy, and congratulations on the kids, and hope you have a next good couple weeks.
Thank you very much, lad. I appreciate that.